All right, good afternoon, Speed Gaming. Coming to you today, we have the second match between Potato Pony and Xarnax42. Xarnax's remorse flag was to turn Dungeon Heart Shuffle fully off, which means that we're either going to have items in vanilla locations, or maybe they'll shuffle. We'll see. Joining me today on the mic, we have BSMix77, and in the background, we have Dark Falls. We have Malkier, the artist formerly known as Dark Falls, doing our tracking. How are you doing today, BSMix?
I'm doing well, thank you. Looking forward to a good race.
Oh yeah, I hope so. The last race between these two guys basically came down to who found the necessary item first because of Heart Shuffle. So I can kind of totally understand Xarnax turning that off as his remorse flag.
Yeah, it makes sense. A lot of these races come down to that. It's always about who finds what first, it seems like.
Pretty much, but all right, here we go. We got the standard from Xarnax, and then we have Potato and Xarnax on Potato's side. We're going to be starting at the Armos side. Looks like we're starting with bait and level 7, which is not second quest. That door going to the bottom is kind of curious.
Hopefully we get a shape in here.
There's a pretty good chance of that. I'm trying to look at the map here on my tracker. We either have the Triforces for levels 2 and 4 or 3 and 5 if I saw that. But yeah, I want to say it's either first quest or shapes because it's not second quest.
Yeah, which makes sense, so that we would have 2 and 4 Triforces.
I mean, whoa, yuck. That is a lovely, lovely enemy set there. We got whiz robes. That's beautiful. And yeah, it looks like it's kind of saying first quest now that we've seen a little bit more of it. And yeah, those whiz robes, that is harsh. Normally, if we don't have the enemies shuffled in between the dungeons, the whiz robes are in 4, 6, and 9. So maybe this is good. Maybe we'll not have to really spend much time in 7, get in, get the Triforce, and run away.
Oh boy, Xarnax items meat. That's lovely.
I think that was actually, I think Xarnax put that down to try to distract the Lionels. There are a couple of those mobs that will chase the bait or be attracted to the bait. So he was trying to put that down, but it was the power bracelet as the Armos item.
So it could be vanilla.
It could. We're going to get a little quick check here from Xarnax. We do have second quest monsters on because those skeletons are shooting at us. Now, if I'm Xarnax, I take this until I find the one that's all the way down next to the wood sword screen, because there's a 50-50 chance that our wood sword has rolled into the wood sword screen, so it's going to save him a lot of over-rolled exploration. Potato Pony, meanwhile, is going back to checking open caves and finds level 6.
Another fun level to find.
Yeah, that kind of says first quest to me. Well, maybe. I don't know. Let's get a good look. That could be second quest. We could be somewhere... No, we're not in the next, so that's not second quest.
That looks like first quest.
Yeah, it kind of does, because this would be like, there's the 2 rooms here, you go over, we are immediately ladder blocked.
Yeah, I'd say first quest all the way.
Yeah, if we weren't entering from that bottom door, it could have been second quest, but, you know, that's definitely a thing. And Adirondack Rick noting in chat that it was a vanilla map location, so... Let's see if we've got all the items in their normal item rooms. Meanwhile, Xarnax has not found the wooden sword. I missed if he went into the cave or not, but if he did, there was no pointy stick.
I also missed it. I was paying attention to Pony's screen.
Yeah, it's okay. Apparently, it was just a take any. We're going to get free candles today, so Potato Pony's going to find his first down on the open cave next to the ladder item. Now, let's see what our ladder item is, because that is a good indication. You know, we did have the power bracelet on Armos screen, so there's a chance that didn't shuffle, but we have a ghost heart. Which, you know, it could mean that we have vanilla items again. Oh, we have a boomstick seed! Yay! I don't know if we're gonna have money for it. Well, Xarnax is gonna find 100 large secret at the cave below the Death Armos screen.
Looks like pretty much vanilla everything. We got 100 for the large.
I think it was, yeah, yep. And then we have to see some shop prices here, but I love the fact that Xarnax is just randomly walking onto screens and dropping off the bait. He's like, oh, here you go, you look hungry.
Xarnax likes to buy the big shield too, doesn't he?
He really does. He's a really large proponent of the big shield, and if he does end up seeing the book before he finds the big shield shop, maybe he'll actually just wait and dig it out of whatever dungeon it rolls into.
Right.
All right. Meanwhile, we are still looking for our sword.
Did you see Xarnax's screen? Second quest overworld.
No! Come on, game! I wanted to buy the book. All right, so we have full second quest overworld, which means all of these all the first quest spots, they're just not going to open. There's actually a couple of different settings on the trackers that you can use that'll hide the ones that are no longer going to open. We've got a couple of burn bushes. This bomb wall will never open in second quest, and it means that hey, we got a sword! Woohoo! That is a lovely place for that sword. That's about as far from our start screen as we could get.
Xarnax can officially start killing things.
Yay! Let's see if we got some nope, not 0 HP. Now, I'm surprised that Xarnax started off with the orange Lionel, but I don't think they actually gave him much of a choice. Xarnax is going to find the Takening here in a little bit, and he'll be able to get his candle as well, after maybe a short delay in level 6. Potato Pony is going to continue burning things. All right, Xarnax is going to walk into level 6. He's going to basically get the same information that, unless this is somehow a transport staircase, but we do have drop group shuffle, as those bats should not have been dropping anything. But yeah, we're going to get the information right here that, well, we don't have bombs, so we can't check the bomb wall, but we are probably ladder blocked.
Yeah, that block did not push, so unfortunately we are ladder blocked.
Yeah, so without a bomb, there is a small chance that the left side room, that wall will bomb and get him around the ladder block, but neither of our runners have actually managed to get a bomb drop yet. Potato Pony is working his way over toward where the wood sword will eventually be. Xarnax is going to find his candle in a minute. Well, he's close to the fairy fountain, so hopefully he makes it there and he can get rid of the lovely beeping sound.
Do they have the option to turn the beep off in these flags?
You can. That's actually a purely cosmetic change. So Xarnax is gonna find his candle in the open cave. Potato Pony is gonna find a money-making game. He's gonna sadly lose a money-making game. Now he has not yet seen what would be vanilla level 3. That's gonna tell him that he's on a second quest overworld and money is going to be tight.
Yeah, and we've already seen the big secret too, so...
Yeah, well, on Xarnax's side, I don't think Potato Pony has picked that up just yet. Xarnax is still just trying for a bomb drop at this point, and Chad is doing the math, and apparently we're not quite sure what the HP is going to be yet. I would almost say if that blue Octorok was more than 2 HP, maybe it's plus or minus 2, depending on how many times we had to hit it. And yes, I agree with Triton.
From what I see, it's vanilla HP.
Well, that's what Rick was thinking before he saw Xarnax stab a blue Octorok a couple of different times. More than 2 times, because the blue Octorok would normally only take 2 stabs, and this one took more.
Oh, I did not see that.
Neither did I. I think we were watching Potato Pony somewhere. It's okay, that's why we have chat. Because they are amazing, they do the math for us, and catch anything we miss. Potato Pony is going to find the hint shop. Xarnax is about to find the same thing. Now, unfortunately for Potato Pony, he is, and this makes perfect logical sense, he's prioritizing an area that has a lot of open caves. So there's really nothing wrong with this, the sword is all the way on the opposite side of the map in that one lone cave where you really don't have a lot of reason to go down there.
I always prioritize the top right corner for some reason. You know what I've also noticed is there's hardly ever any dungeons up there.
Well, it depends. Some days you get all of them up there. I've had seeds where, we've had 4 or 5 dungeon locations. As Xarnax gets the news about the boomstick, he's so close to being able to buy that. Oh, man.
And he knows about second quest money, too, so that's going to be interesting to see what he does.
I mean, he's got 179, well, now 80 rupees. That has to be tempting. He's already got his candle. We didn't have to buy that today. But if we've already seen the power bracelet as the Armos item, And the heart is the coast item. I'd be worried about the fact that I might need to buy arrows, and if it's second quest, we might need to buy bait.
Well, they started with bait, so...
Oh yeah, well, yeah, that's a good point. And it's not double second quest, so we only need one. Xarnax is wisely going to go ahead and buy the wooden arrows, just because if they ended up in 9, we can't get there for a very long time. Alright, meanwhile, Potato Pony is going to check the last of the open caves here. He's going to do the screen scroll over, get the news that we are on a full second quest overworld, because this is about to be a fairy fountain. I hate when the levers will not leave you alone and you're trying to screen scroll. Yeah, it's a thing. So the only time this turns into a fairy fountain is when you have a full second quest overworld.
Levers are super annoying, especially when you play Oko.
Yeah. I avoid that like the plague. Xarnax is gonna find a second ticket. He's gonna pick up a heart. He's up to 4 now. So if we find the white sword, whatever it's going to be tonight, he has a very small chance of being able to pick it up. And
well, judging by the way the seed's going, the white sword item will be the white sword.
Quite possibly. Now again, it is important to notice, and chat picked up on it first, that it is book to understand old men today. So buying those hints would not have done Potato Pony any good at all. And that's only if they're true, because you could still need the book to understand old men, and then they could be deceptive or just all community hints.
I love the community hints. They're so awesome.
I mean, at some point I get tired of the airplane. I'm just like, all right, can we maybe add some more movies in there? That'd be fun. All right, Xarnax is back up to 130 rupees. How much do you want to bet if he sees an actual big shield in a shop? Because I don't think we have. We've seen the book, but we haven't actually found the actual big store that maybe he would buy them. Buy the big shield, I mean, rather.
I think Potato Pony saw it. It was vanilla 90.
That's not terrible. Xarnax can definitely afford that, though. At this point, I would almost hope he buys a key. Potato Pony is going to go ahead and check the open cave next to First Quest Vanilla 9.
Yeah, unfortunately for Potato Pony, he just hasn't made it down to that bottom left corner.
I mean, this is gonna point. Okay, Xarnax did see 130 rupee large shield, so he's just a little bit off right now. It's in the bomb store. I mean, I would probably buy the arrows. At the time, I think he only had the money to be able to buy one of them, so... I mean, I would prioritize. If he's already seen the boomstick book, he knows that somewhere out there, there's a nice free big shield just somewhere in a dungeon. Because Xarnax's remorse flag was to turn off Heart Shuffle.
Yeah, and seeing that we've seen Pole's voice in dungeons, having those arrows are kind of nice.
And if we somehow ended up with Al, sorry, Potato Pony, that was a very mean transition screen there. But yeah, so Xarnax is going to work his way back down towards start. I want to say we still have some more forest screens. He's going to get a nice screen scroll here and here. Potato Pony, meanwhile, I would hope is going to head in the direction of the Lost Woods and the Grave. Because
so
we know that
we've
seen 6 and 7.
Yeah, where's all the small dungeons?
Missing under power bracelets or something like that. I mean, it's second quest, so there are a lot more power bracelet spots than normal. Potato Pony's gonna go ahead, burn his way down the coast, probably see vanilla level 1 because I don't think he's been there yet.
I think in second quest overall, the recorder is my favorite item.
I think it's okay. Oh, yep, Xarnax is gonna walk away from that 90 rupee big shield. I mean, it makes sense. You've only got 100 rupees. You might have to buy a key or two at some point.
And he knows that he could find one in a dungeon.
Exactly. He's already seen the boomstick book many times. And yeah, there is a chance that all the dungeons are hiding behind bomb walls in Death Mountain, which makes the fact that our bomb dropper group is shuffled all that much more entertaining. We got a potions letter. Xarnax is not going to pick it up. Hopefully he remembers where this is.
I don't understand not picking that up.
It's one more item to shuffle through in your B button. So there are people who they'd rather just pick up the potion and not have to deal with picking up the potion's letter itself. Hey, got some more bombs. There we go.
So yellow moblins drop bombs.
Yeah, gotta love that. I mean, that's at least something. My favorite is when the levers start dropping bombs. You're just like, oh, all right. Well, they usually give you money. Today they're giving you explosives. This is good.
Yeah, they drop a lot, so that's always good when they drop.
And yeah, exactly. It's always nice when a bomb dropper is squishy because you could just kill it real quick. You know, line up the levers, shoot them all, and you're good to go. Potato Pony is going to check that the Any Road is in fact vanilla. Continue checking the grave. Eventually, as long as he survives, he'll work his way down to where his sword is hiding. Oh, that's curious. I think Xarnax just reset out of one of the Take Any hearts.
Yeah, he must have retried.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious about this one, but maybe maybe it was the bombs or the money. He's got 110 rupees. He had hit a couple of door repairs, so maybe he was just trying to get that back as he hadn't really found anything other than the heart.
Hopefully it wasn't an accident. Nothing's worse than accidentally restarting.
Yeah, I've done that a bunch. But yeah, the only thing he really had to go back and pick up was that heart, and he knew exactly where it was, so this should work. He's going to find a bunch more door repairs up here in Death Mountain. Potato Pony, meanwhile, is working his way down towards where we know the wood sword is hiding. The sword today is in that cave all the way down in the bottom left-hand corner, which normally has, I think, a hint or something like that in the vanilla game.
Yeah, he's almost there.
He's getting there. I mean, I imagine he's going to burn what's left of the dead woods on his way through. He's only got a rupee, so, you know, it's not going to really matter if he hits a door repair.
Meanwhile, Xarnax is starting to bomb Death Mountain.
Yay! Alright, we got a fourth heart here for Potato Pony. Xarnax is going to find some money. Now, we know it's not a large secret, so we'll see what he does with it.
Another thing I like to do when drop groups are shuffled is start counting to get bombs.
Yeah, see, I don't avoid damage long enough to be able to do that. We're gonna get another of that book and key shops for Xarnax. He's gonna continue exploring. I imagine if none of these checks actually result in anything, that we'll probably see him retry back into his bombs.
Oh, absolutely.
Potato Pony's about to find this lovely and wonderful cave here. This is one of the last open caves he's got left, so he should know that his sword is just over the way. He's getting close.
Yeah, he almost got Lionel beamed right in the back, too. That would have been very unfortunate.
It would have been a little sad, especially with how long it takes us to get back over here. Alright, Xarnax is going to try to farm these guys for some bombs. He is out, so he can't force. They're going to say no. Hey, there we got a wooden sword for Potato Pony finally. Now, Xarnax, unfortunately, did not find anything of use, so he's going to up a retry, pick the heart up. Oh, no, he saved with the heart this time. Okay.
Yeah, he saved with the heart this time, which is good.
Yeah, that'll save him a little bit of time. I would really like to see him go back into level 7. Or no, I'm sorry, 6, and see if we are completely ladder blocked or if we can bomb through that first wall.
Well, yeah, especially if items are vanilla and 6 has the wand and he knows where the boomstick is. That'd be nice.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we'd have to try to farm up enough money to get it, but, you know. There's got to be something out here that's dropping money. Looks like we're going to get a check of this burn bush spot that is normally... Oh, no, we're avoiding it. Maybe he already did this one and I missed it. Hey, we got some more bombs. Good job.
Meanwhile, Potato Pony is now looking for bombs, unfortunately not getting any. So did I hear you right? Pony won the first race? And
Yep,
Xarnax...
Pony won the first race. Xarnax was a very, very close race. But but it really just came down to, and I can't remember exactly what it was, they had to dig a required item that was blocking another required item. Hey, Xarnax found level 2!
Yay, small level.
Yay! Now, we have the Triforce for there, and if you're assuming vanilla item drops, first quest, that would be the blue boomerang. So we probably will not see much more of level 2. And yeah, that was definitely not the A. Where we were entering was a little bit off place.
Looked like vanilla colors too. Level 2 was blue, 6 was brown.
Yeah, and that fully supports the it fully supports the whole items being in their actual item rooms today. Xarnax is gonna find level 9. That says first quest to me, I think, because I think we're all the way over to the right-hand side.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. And we know it's not second because 7 wasn't second.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we do have we could have the possibility of start room shuffle on. So as long as there's a room there that you can actually have a valid door in, then, you know, it can actually move the entrance. All right, meanwhile, Potato Pony is striking out on bombs.
I think drop group shuffle's the worst.
Yeah, it's, I actually like the flag because every so often you get lucky and, like, the Vires, the bats that split from the Vires start dropping bombs. Alright, Potato Pony's gonna find level 9. Hi, 9! We got some more bombs here for Xarnax. He is gonna go ahead and go back to checking Death Mountain. He's found level 2. Level 2 won't do him any good because it's Blue Boomerang and we have the Triforce.
Well, there's Bomb Shop.
I mean, that's nice, but as long as we can find, you know, bomb droppers, we're doing pretty good. There's a couple more here for Xarnax.
I would have killed them all so they all respawn.
Alright, here we go. So, Xarnax is going to go back to bombing some more of Death Mountain. Potato Pony's going to refresh his health here on this level 9 screen. I appreciate that.
Gotta love that level 9 music.
Well, I mean, there are runners who play with shuffled music like Alsoa, and every so often it gets really confusing because you're just like, wait, where in the heck am I and why is it playing this music? Alright, Xarnax is gonna find level 3! Oh, this is good for us. If this is vanilla items, and if this is first quest, then I believe this is the raft, maybe?
Yeah, and being that we are missing quite a bit of dungeons, the raft could be hiding a couple of them.
It could be. Yeah. I mean, there's a very small chance. It's got 2 spots that are blocked by it. We haven't found a couple of different things. Now, the one thing we do know for sure is that Heart Shuffle is off.
And Pony found the large secret and finally got some bombs too, so he's starting to catch up a little bit.
See, that's helpful. I mean, until you find the one bomb dropper, yeah, this is definitely first quest. Okay. Now, if I'm Xarnax, what I want to do is I would almost want to find the floor heart since we haven't really seen a bunch of take any's. Pick up any free item that that sadly is not going to be a good enough, there you go. Good clip. He's trying to get around the red bubbles, and unfortunately, they all dodged away when he threw down his candle. But if I'm Xarnax, I'm looking for the red heart drop. I want the floor heart, because I only have 4 hearts. If it's vanilla items, there's a really good chance it's a white sword out there. And I would definitely want the damage upgrade, since we know we don't have 0 HP enemies.
Yeah, absolutely. Potato Pony found 4, and it looked like the baby blue gomas drop bombs too.
Well, there we go. That's helpful.
Also, ladder is in 4. Very nice item.
And we know that we're going to need it to get into level 6. We're going to find a very useless bait block. I'm actually surprised that Xarnax didn't get the bait out of his inventory.
Yeah, what's up? He doesn't want the ladder, but keeps the bait.
There's the heart. All right, he's going to go ahead and get a 5th heart off of the floor, which gives him a very good chance for being able to pick up the white sword. We're just looking for the raft at this point and the Triforce. I don't imagine we're leaving here without the oh. Well, that's gonna eat our key up.
Bosses did not lower to 1 HP either, or 0 HP, I'm sorry.
Yeah, ooh, well, alright. Level 4 is gonna be interesting when we have a Chevy room kind of in the middle of the top chunk.
In this flag set, can the red bubbles alternate what they do?
No, they're always going to take our sword away. It was one of the changes made to the flag set before we actually started Swiss.
Gotcha.
So I'm okay with that one, because it meant that I did not have to deal with reverse control bubbles, and I really hate reverse control bubbles.
Yeah, amen to that. Reverse control is absolutely garbage.
Alright, now Xarnax does find a way to get to the Triforce, keeping his key, which is really good.
Still hasn't found the raft, though.
Well, now he did. There you go. He's gonna go ahead and use that key. He's gonna pick up the raft, and again, this is potentially going to be useful. We've seen a lot of our overworld right now. Other than Potato Pony finding level 4, I'm not entirely sure where. The only options we have are 6 and 7, and neither of those are going to unlock anything on the overworld.
Correct, yeah. I think if you could find level 5... Or 2,
right.
I mean. Oh wait, yeah, 5. Get that recorder,
5.
yeah.
Yep.
Get the
Well,
recorder.
it's only if the recorder does something useful, other than opening up all these other spaces. We got the ladder here in 4 for Potato Pony. Xarnax is going to pick up the Triforce and continue checking the second quest Mag's power bracelet spot.
Yeah, that ladder could be big. It looked there for a while like Xarnax had a little bit of a lead, but that ladder can change everything.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Xarnax still has a lot more of overworld exploration than Potato Pony does. Because he's already bombed quite a good deal of this Death Mountain, so when he finds, like, say, level 4 or 5, I would imagine is either going to be under a hey, white sword! Yay, we can get it at 5 hearts. That's nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, we're kind of, if you're Xarnax, you're hoping for level 5. You want the recorder. You'll definitely take the ladder because that gives you 2 more checks of those second quest river spots.
Yeah, how many, is it 10? 10 spots the recorder opens?
I have no idea. That's far too much math for me today.
I can't see chat, so I apologize for that, but maybe they know.
It's okay. I'm sure somebody will pipe up. See, that just makes me feel better that Xarnax went ahead and checked that, because now he's going to go back, clear this room, and go, okay, I am straight up ladder blocked. I know that I need to go find level 4. Meanwhile, Potato Pony's going to go ahead and dig level 6. Now, if this is vanilla items, this should be the wand, I believe.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to assume vanilla items.
I think it's very safe. Our tracker, Malkier, the artist formerly known as Dark Falls, has gone ahead and marked it on the overlay for us. Alright, Potato Pony's gonna get shuttered into a room. Now this is getting him money. Now if I'm Potato Pony, I would try to find the wand in here. We've already seen the bookstore. You're at 122 rupees. That boomstick would be really nice. We're gonna get a coast raft check from Xarnax. And that's Bupkis.
Yeah, another nice thing the wand would do is not have to worry about those red bubbles too much.
Well, especially if you turn it into a wand that's shooting explosives.
Absolutely.
Alright, we're gonna find the transport staircase here in level 6. Meanwhile, Xarnax is headed, I think, in the direction of the Any roads. Now, he should know he's got a couple of, he's going to stop at the fairy fountain and refill, but he should know he's got a couple of spots in the Deadwoods that he didn't burn while he was down there because he didn't have a candle when he was down there. So with 6 bombs, he... Oh, no, okay. We're going towards good dodging from Xarnax to avoid those Lionel beams. Alright, Xarnax is kind of heading straight back in the direction of all these caves he has not seen yet. So he's gonna, he's gonna do a ref check first. But we should be finding level 4 on his screen momentarily, as it's the burn bush directly to the south of the fairy fountain.
Yeah, and he'll probably get the white sword, which is right below that too.
Yeah, that's not terrible. And you almost hope that he checks the, sadly the raft is not useful. He is going to get slammed, but at the moment he's clipped out of it. He's just gotta get back off the raft before they, oh, good job, Xarnax. Before getting bopped by these Octoroks. He's gonna go ahead and be like, no, I'm done, I'm screen scrolling, bye. But yeah, if he checks this in the right direction, he's gonna have the white sword in level 4, which would kind of make it a little bit faster.
Yeah, this is level 4, so he's going to see this first, unfortunately.
He just has to not get murdered by the Lionels. Alright, Potato Pony is going to find the Triforce here in 6, and yeah, this kind of confirms that he is thinking Boomstick, the fact that he's thinking about continuing on. Instead, he's going to double back, pick up the Triforce, and probably leave. Oh, you missed, Xarnax! The spider was not cooperating. I think he was expecting it to jump up.
So yeah, Potato Pony is leaving 6.
Alright, well, I mean, this makes sense. This will get him the Triforces out of 7 and 6. He's also going to go ahead and pick up that extra heart, maybe off the coast? Yep, nope. First, we're gonna get bopped. Xarnax finds level 4 before he finds the white sword, but it's no big deal. He's going to continue searching the overworld. Potato Pony hasn't seen the bomb spots down here yet, so he doesn't actually know. I don't think there was anything really of value.
Yeah, I didn't remember. I didn't see what was down here. I don't remember.
I think Xarnax retried out of it, so I'm going to say it was like door repairs or just, you know, a little bit of money.
What's your favorite community hint?
Well, we had a really good, oh, I can't remember what it was. It cranked up Magic Friends last night on the race that I filled in for. It was something like, sorry about that whammy, after finding out that the book was absolutely nothing except for setting your wand on fire and talking to old men. So he walks into a level, or the runner walks into a level, and the first thing we see, instead of the old men just, you know, being the old men, is the game going, sorry about that whammy.
That's pretty funny.
Oh yeah, I thought that was a great situation. I was like, all right, this is pretty good.
So yeah, it didn't appear to be anything on the coast.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, you gotta check them. You know, it's every little bit of information is going to tell you where you need to go next. Xarnax is going to spend a key and get another key here in level 4.
Yeah, I think if I'm Pony, I put that ladder to use and go check those river spots.
We're getting really close to that at this point. Oh, well, we got level. That's level 2. Never mind. We don't need level 2. Bye, level 2. I mean, I'd almost think about its first quest level 2. If the enemies are nice, then maybe dig it for keys or resources later. Xarnax gets his ladder here out of 4. Now, he is still close to that Chevy room. I'd love to see him go back and grab the key that was sitting on the floor.
Yeah, he must be doing that, or else he would just update, I'm sure.
Because, I mean, again, it's resources on second quest money can definitely be a problem. So, yay, good job, Xarnax. This makes me very happy.
Sticking around, though, and I'm not sure why he's staying in here.
I don't think he's actually seen the Triforce room yet. So, he's got a couple of rooms that he can continue checking. His Potato Pony's going to finish out the northeast bomb spots he didn't see before. He'll be able to get his compass right now. Oh, wait, he already got the Triforce. Xarnax, what are you looking for?
Yeah, we started with 2 and 4.
Yeah,
so.
I forgot. Okay, well, he's just realized it after picking up the compass, but hey, I was doing the exact same thing, so, you know, we're good.
He's about to get his white sword, which is nice.
Yeah, this is going to help a lot, especially since there are Wizrobes and Dark Nuts out there somewhere.
Yeah, where are the Dark Nuts? We saw Wizrobes in dungeons.
We saw Dark Nuts somewhere on Potato Pony's screen. It might have been when he was in 6 briefly.
Yeah, they must be in dungeons too.
Alright, now with the ladder, Xarnax is gonna, I think, probably head to Death Mountain. He's got 8 bombs. He has to know at this point, if we're still missing a lot of stuff, it's probably up in Death Mountain. Potato Pony is gonna give us our first river check here. Well, another bookstore. Xarnax is going to pick up a potion on 6 hearts. I like this. He didn't pick up the potions letter. He's got the white sword item. You know, there's not much more that he's going to possibly need that for. River spots were nothing.
Yeah, river spots are a bust. Where are all these dungeons? Well, actually, we've seen quite a bit. We're just missing 5, right? 5 and 8?
Well, 5 would really unlock a whole bunch of stuff at this point because it would get us the recorder as far as the recorder spots, especially if it's recorder to Unbeaten Dungeons new locations. That would be amazing. But I'm trying to picture Xarnax's map in my head, and he's already done a lot of the power bracelet checks. So
yeah, we haven't
I'm
seen
imagining
level 1 either.
West Death Mountain. Potato Pony's going to find level 3. Xarnax has already seen this. We know that the raft is sadly not what we're looking for. But yeah, I'm gonna say that Xarnax is on his way back to bomb the rest of West Death Mountain because he couldn't finish it when he was up here before.
Also, there's 2 power bracelet spots up here you can check.
Now, he did screen scroll over and check the one that was all the way on the left side of the map, and I don't remember what it was, but it was not a level. Looks like he's going to alter his path and check those 2 ladder spots. Alright, here we go. More bat killing.
Have we seen the 2Q push block for Magical Sword?
We did. Xarnax has already checked that one as well. So he's checked a lot of the... I want to say he's quite possibly checked all of the extra power bracelet spots at this point, which would explain why you would feed Zora bait. Yeah, that's awesome! I think the bait kept Zora from spawning.
That was cool.
Good job, Xarnax. I like that one. Keep feeding him. Alright, Potato Pony is unfortunately going to take a bop from a bubble here, but I think he can get to the Triforce room without actually having to do any real combat. He also has 8 bombs, which is helpful.
Yeah, and there's blue bubbles, I think, south.
Okay, before he gets to the Triforce?
Yeah, south of that red bubble room was blue bubbles.
Ooh, okay, he's got a potion, he's got a bunch of bombs. Alright, here we go. We're going to see some more Death Mountain bombing here from Xarnax. Now, he did these couple of screens when he was over here before. He has already pushed the power bracelet here. He's going to get back to, I think it was like these last 4 screens he didn't have bombs for.
Looking for level 1 or 5, I'm sure.
I think right now, as far as progression, we need 5.
Yeah, 5's the key.
And there it is. It's up here in Death Mountain. All right. Well, that's a lovely way to welcome you into level 5. This is beautiful. Xarnax is going to kind of take his options here, and okay, he's going to try to bomb south.
Oh, nice job clearing those.
Yeah, that was very well done. He's going to pick up the floor heart. Potato Pony is going to find his Triforce, walk 1 room up, find the raft, be a little sad later when you don't end up needing the raft. These guys are being jerks and hitting him in the head with boomerangs. Hey, it's a Patra! Outside of level 9.
Yeah. That's always fun.
Oh yeah, there should be some quotation marks around the fun there.
When are we going to see Patras in the overworld?
No. No. He's going to get his Triforce out of level 3. No.
I want Expando Patras on every overworld screen.
Oh no. No. Fred actually scared the living daylights out of me. Nice clip in the tea room, I'm assuming, of level 5, since it had the map from Xarnax in the dark, no less. He's just going to bypass these pancakes I think, is this the compass? This might be the compass for Rune 5. I didn't open up my drop group chart today.
I don't even have a drop group chart.
Well, I mean, yeah, you're not in the random percent tournament, so you're kind of lucky. It's a little bit less homework. All right, we got the Triforce here for Xarnax, but again, I would imagine he's going to go back into level 5 and find the recorder. I think at this point we have to.
You got to go back in.
Because we are still missing 1.
And we haven't seen spikies anywhere. I mean, the recorders, you got to have that.
Yeah, but I like the fact that he is going to check the bow. Well, they respawned. I mean, you got beam swords, just safety door them. Ah, there you go. Good job, Xarnax. We got an arrow buy on Potato Pony's side. Again, I like this. We know that items are vanilla. Your silver arrows are going to be in level 9, and there's nothing saying that they're not underneath a Goma.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a very free key.
So why did land molas respawn even though they're considered a boss?
Because it's actually slightly different than the regular boss coding, from what I understand. Like, if you ever really want to know a lot about this game, just read the featured suggestions section of the Discord. Because Fred will generally, when people come up with ideas, he'll go through and say, well, this is why this is a problem, this is why this might not work, this is why this doesn't, you know, do exactly what you think. We're going to find the transport staircase, I'm betting, here in 5. So there's a lot of times where, like, he'll explain things there that, that it's kind of interesting. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I think, see, some Moldorms, they stay dead, but...
yes.
Yeah, Moldorm stayed dead.
But the Landmos, and it's different depending
back.
upon what color, too. Because different colored Xarnax is free money. Free money. Okay, please pick up some of it. Thank you. There you go. Now we got a key. Now we knew that wall did not bomb. I'd like to see him go that direction and check and see if maybe that's a right side stair with his item in it. Dude, meanwhile, Potato Pony is also come to the conclusion that what he needs is going to be hiding up here in Death Mountain. He's not very far away, but he only has... Now we got a bomb drop from the skeletons. There's a recorder from Xarnax.
Death Mountain, it's a great area to get bomb drops.
Oh yeah, apparently everything is sick for the bomb droppers. Drop them up here. We got some skeletons that are carrying around. We got a bomb shop. So we are still missing 1 and 8. I was a little confused because Potato Pony, it almost looked like that he did the little jump going in there, and I was like, are we gonna find that?
Yeah, we're missing 1 and 8. Now, do you dig the any key in 8, or do you just go?
If it's thrown in front of me, as we find level 1 is in fact on Death Mountain. Xarnax is about to find this right now.
Yeah, we got simultaneous pretty much 1 entries.
So what we really need is for Potato Pony to continue going the opposite direction and finish up these bomb checks. So he needs to have bombs when he leaves level 1. Because level 5 is up here. The bow is amazing. We need it to finish the game. We need the Triforce from 1, but we're really going to end up needing that recorder, I think, because I think we're now out of bomb spots.
Yeah, I would think that the level 8's recorder blocked. Is that flag set where there's an overworld block?
No, it's not forced. That was it was just with second quest overworld being a possibility. That would have been a very grindy option. We're gonna get a couple of keys here in level 1, which is pretty nice. But yeah, if the game in 8 throws the big shield or the any key directly in front of our runners' faces, maybe we pick this up, but I don't necessarily see us digging it out on purpose.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of the big shield too. I know people don't like to get it because it messes up their screen scrolling, but once you get used to it, it's not bad.
Well, another reason I don't actually pick it up, other than the screen scrolling, because you can get used to that. I never remember to turn in the direction of the things that's shooting at me.
Well, that's a good point,
Which
too.
kind of makes it absolutely useless. So
Right.
I wouldn't buy a big shield. I would save that 90 rupees and go get myself a part of a ring, because the ring protects me from no matter what direction something is shooting me from, and requires far less reaction time on my part.
Yeah, and we know the red ring's in 9, so we may never even see that. So having a blue ring would be kind of nice.
I don't see either of the guys unless they get up to it buying that. I really don't, unfortunately. I see Xarnax picking up a large shield, no problem, if it's thrown in front of him in level 8. Wow, look at all of these keys! This is crazy! There's a key down there, that's a very level 1 spot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, we're gonna check these 2 rooms down here on the bottom. Look at all these, this is amazing, all of these free keys. Now this is potentially gonna be our bow.
In my experience, when you see a ton of keys like this, that means the muggers want keys.
Oh, really? I mean, we haven't really seen them. We're gonna find the bow here from Xarnax, so maybe one of them's hiding in 9. That'd be amusing. Alright, Potato Pony is right behind Xarnax and picking up the bow. There is the Triforce. Xarnax is now done in level 1. I'd really like to see him blow the recorder.
Yeah, he hasn't done that yet.
He hasn't. I mean, it makes sense because he only had a couple more bomb spots to check up here, and depending upon what the recorder takes you to, that could be either really, really good or really, really bad. If it takes you to the opposite side of the map with no way to get back, then you'd be a little sad. Alright, Potato Pony has got his bow and his Triforce out of level 1. Again, Xarnax is... Oh, get it. Yes! Yeah! Thanks, Xarnax!
Boomstick!
Yay! That is very surprising. It's very surprising knowing Xarnax that he just did that. Alright, recorder whistle. You gotta just not get beamed here. Potato Pony is continuing to bomb, Death Mountain, which is going to take him to unbeaten dungeon locations vanilla, because that is first quest 8. It is nothing in this seed because we have a second quest overworld.
Yeah, and if you're Xarnax, yep, there it goes. Back to level 6, find that wand.
Yeah, I imagine he's about to finish up 6 and 7, so that when he does come across 8, he can basically just go. He can grab the Triforce, get the heck out of there, and be done with it.
Yeah, he bombs away, especially when we know Wizrobes are in dungeons. Having Boomstick is so nice.
Hey, Potato Pony's gonna find his level 5. Oh, alright, this is awesome.
Potato Pony's right on his...
He's
still
trying
anyone's
to
race. This is nice.
Yep, this is, it's gonna depend if Xarnax actually sticks around in here to dig out the wand. There is a chance that he just wants the wand because it is a book to talk to old men, and you're really hoping when you go into 9 to get the hints of the beast is over here or the girl is over there.
Now, could those hints be deceptive as well, though?
They could. We haven't seen any hints this entire game because it's booked to talk to old men. So, hey, we got a bomb refill. That was nice. So we have no way of knowing, or you know, we can hope that they're true. You can act on the fact that they'd be true, but without anything else to judge them against, we have no idea. Now, if it tells you the silvers to rescue the girl are not here, or the silvers aren't in 9, then we would know they're deceptive.
Right.
That's the only way, because we know for sure that the silver arrows are going to be forced into level 9 with the red ring.
With these flags, is it a possibility that Ganon only takes 1 hit?
It is, yes. Ganon's HP is randomized just like everybody else, so it can in fact be a 0 HP Ganon.
I love HP Ganon.
I mean, you know, 0 HP is nice and it's okay, but like a lot of these races, it's kind of like a little anticlimactic because you're waiting for this epic Ganon fight and they just go poke and he dies. Alright, here's the Triforce for Potato Pony. He is going to use a key to finish checking. He will get his recorder. This is good.
This is the Transforce.
Oh, that was the transport.
It takes him to the recorder, though, so that's good.
Yeah, I got excited. I was like, maybe he's going to have a much faster 5 than Xarnax did, but I forgot we have to kind of go the whole way around up here. Now, Xarnax is actually making really quick work of clearing this level 6. He's using some keys, but level 6 is kind of giving them back. He's about to find his Triforce.
Yeah, and up to 10 keys already. That's pretty cool.
Yay! Potato Pony's just going to clear the rupee boss. He's going to get himself a key. He'll try to bomb here, find out that he cannot. Xarnax with the bombs, and the time is going to go ahead and clear the Dodongos.
And Pony's going the wrong way. Go the other way, Pony.
I mean, he hasn't seen this room. Ow. Well, now he's seen this room. Unfortunately, this is going to send him back to the beginning of level 5, but that transport staircase isn't very far from start, and having died where he did, it opens up that key door that should get him directly over there, I think.
So Xarnax saw the clue that Garaya grumbles in the forest. Is that true or not true?
Level 7? I think that is technically in the forest, because it's underneath our starting Armo screen, which is in the forest.
So far,
it also means and sequential, because we're in level 6 getting a hint for, I believe that's level 7.
Correct.
Yeah. I had to check. With all the names that start with G, I always am just like, no, I'm just gonna look, because I will get it wrong. And yeah, I can appreciate that Xarnax is full clearing this level looking for Boomstick. He doesn't have very much left. He did have the keys, he's up to 9. And Boomstick in a first quest 9 where there could be whiz robes or bomb walls or anything like that, it's really gonna be handy.
Yeah, you got it. You're what, 2 rooms left to dig?
Yeah, I mean it's kind of worth it. I'm wondering if it's gonna be this. That would mean that second quest stairs have actually rolled on, because that is a primarily second quest push block. Nope, it didn't. All right. To answer a question in chat, do they know it's red, ring, and silver in 9, and how do we know for sure? There is a flag in the randomizer that makes all of the items go to their vanilla dungeons. So we have seen enough that we know that the silvers and red ring are in 9, because everybody else has been vanilla.
So what was so Dungeon Heart Shuffle off means
that
I get
hearts
it. So the
stay
hearts
in
are on the
hearts.
floor. Right,
Yep,
right,
hearts
right.
are on the floor. There was still a chance for the items in the dungeon rooms to get shuffled. And to kind of touch on another question, there's that right side stair we can bomb into with our recorder. We kind of, a lot of us who have been running these flags for like the month and a half that we've been doing this now, a lot of us, if we see like the power bracelet underneath the Armos, the white sword is the white sword, and the coast heart is the coast heart, we pretty much just jump to the conclusion that it's vanilla item placement.
Yeah. Xarnax already putting the boomstick to work. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, we got the Triforce out of 6. We're heading into level 7, which is very, very large. And we're just we're gonna see where that Triforce is, and then we just have to find level 8.
Yeah, and by now, you gotta assume it's recorder blocked.
Was this 7 down here? Oh, he's gonna check the recorder spot. I like this. This is a good plan. Alright, Potato Pony is trying the Triforce. He gets the news about it being recorder to unbeaten vanilla locations.
What do we think for the Tootin' Tunes?
No idea. I didn't actually hear enough of it.
Sounded like Jingle Bells. What does chat say? I can't see chat.
Chat hasn't said anything yet. They're talking about... Okay, they're gonna agree with you that it was Jingle Bells. Now I can actually hear it. Yeah, it's definitely Jingle Bells. Alright, so Xarnax, meanwhile, he is looking for level 8.
Yeah, they're both in the same area, so they should be kind of right on each other's tails here.
Well, this is, see, here's the ironic part. They both have to get the Triforces out of 7 and 8. But Xarnax has the Boomstick, which is just a huge damage upgrade.
Yeah, especially against, you know, whiz robes, manhandlas. It works great on Dodongos. I love Boomstick.
Yeah, Boomstick's amazing. It's one of my favorite flags. Alright, so Xarnax is going to go over here, probably just do the screen scroll instead of walking through the Lost Woods. Potato Pony, meanwhile, is heading up in the direction of the second quest recorder spot in the grave. It will open, we just don't know what it is. It is not 8.
Yeah, they're pretty much right on each other's tail here.
Yeah, and again, the only main difference is the fact that Xarnax has the wand/boomstick out of level 6. And he's got the book, so if there are hints in level 9 about the location of the princess, then he'll be able to read them. Potato Pony is going to pick up a couple of these bomb spots they had not checked up here yet. To answer a question in chat, do the boomstick explosions work on dark nuts as well? They do. You have to still hit them in the vulnerable spot. You can't just shoot the straight into the shield because it doesn't quite work the same way. But yes, the bomb explosions do in fact work on the dark nuts. And touch on another question in chat or comment, the Dodongos, yes, you can just walk up, shoot them in the face with the boomstick, and it smokes them immediately.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
All right, we got level 8 for Xarnax underneath first quest level 2.
Pony's going up to the raft spot, only to be disappointed, unfortunately.
I mean, again, Pony had these checks outstanding. Xarnax has already looked at them. We're gonna be told, no, the princess is in another castle, which means we have mixed hints today. Which does mean that if we see a hint, it will be true.
So, is that what that means with mixed hints, if a true hint is true?
Yeah, mixed hints is basically just means it's a mix of community hints and helpful hints. So if you see any kind... The Dongos are being jerks here, poor Xarnax. If you see any kind of a hint, it will be true, as Potato Pony is going to find and join Xarnax here in level 8. Now, it's worth noting Potato Pony only has 3 bombs at the moment, but he should be able to fill them up on the Dodongo room that is directly to, I think, his right at the moment.
Yeah, I think with 8 keys, you gotta be in Triforce and Go mode.
Yeah, there's nothing else we need other than Triforces out of these dungeons, but Xarnax is going to be able to move through these ever so much more faster because he has the boomstick. So even if he gets bubbled, he's got a reusable weapon that can be used against pretty much everything.
Yeah, why are Gleeox and Pole's Voice immune to bombs?
I don't really know. I mean, it would be nice if I could just shoot the Gleeok with the boomstick. I'd be thrilled about that. We're going to get some more keys here. Xarnax is going to see the transports or the staircase and decide to check the room next to him.
I mean, you go out to the woods and you see some bunnies. You can blow them up in real life. I don't understand.
That would make Rick very, very sad.
I know. I would never do it.
We don't like to make Rick really, really sad. And our tracker Malky are bringing up in chat that it's possibly because Pole's Voice are technically considered ghosts. Alright, so Xarnax is going to check the staircase. He's checked all the other rooms. He's left with the option of the key door. It is the transport staircase. It's going to take him a couple of rooms north on the other side, so that's good. It saves us the key at the moment. Really, if we're Xarnax, we're just looking for the Triforce or the compass. Well, the map's nice, but it only shows us what we already knew, but that's okay. And Potato Pony's making really good use of those arrows mixed in with his white sword stabs to try to move through these rooms as fast as he can.
Yeah, he's got 135 arrows, so he can use them up.
Yeah, but unfortunately the damage is comparable, but it's not quite as much as the boomstick. There's a grabby hand in this mix because the doors did not open. We're gonna get shuttered into this one. I'm wondering, okay, that wall doesn't open. There's nothing there. Xarnax is gonna try to bomb north. And to answer a question in chat, do you need the book for the wand bomb attack? You do. You also need for the flag boomstick. Sorry, it's replace wand fire with bomb explosions, I think is the actual name of the flag. You need that to roll on, which means that your book is going to get moved into a shop where you can then purchase it. And the big shield takes the place of the book in level 8. Alright, Xarnax continuing to clear levels as Potato Pony finds that any key here in level 8. You know, he does go to get it. He had 8 keys. You never know what's waiting for you in 7 and 9, so this is a good call. It threw it right in front of your face.
Yeah, I might have left it there, but you can't leave it. You never know.
I mean, it's shiny. What if you run out of bombs? And Xarnax, for some reason, is not using the boomstick to clear this room. Not really sure why. He's got it. He switched over to wands for a minute. He might be getting a little bit frazzled because we are at 58 minutes into the seed.
Well, now he's got his boomstick back on, so
All
he should
right,
be good.
there we go. I think he was just a little bit flustered there for a minute. We did see him pick up an 11th key off of the floor. We know that this is the top of the transport staircase, so does Potato Pony, because he came up through that one.
Isn't that that's a drop room in level 8, right?
See, but Xarnax isn't really looking for many drop rooms. He's gonna go ahead, check this. It's his big shield. He's gonna be thrilled.
He's happy right now.
He loves this. He loves the big shield. Like, this is what he goes down into that stair for. Totally. Not so sure if the Aniki is going to fall under that category. But Xarnax is doing such a quick job of clearing out this level 8. He's just looking for the Triforce room. He's got his potion. He's going to go ahead and use it so he doesn't take an unfortunate death here.
Yeah, that's what they're for. I mean, it doesn't do any good to save them.
Alright, so this path of exploration, I'm not even sure if it's going to take him in the direction of where the Aniki was. We get a hint about Dig Dogger being on Death Mountain, which has to be true. We were already there. We got the recorder, which led us into level 8. Alright, moment of truth. You going for it? Alright, he is going to pick up the Aniki, but again, I wouldn't have been surprised if he had just left it there. I really wouldn't.
Yeah, well, we should try to count how many keys he uses. I'll bet it's less than 11.
Maybe, you never know, but alright, so this leaves only a couple of rooms here for our runners to check. Xarnax is going to go ahead. I don't know if we saw Pony come through this shoot room.
We did.
Okay.
From the other side.
Alright, again, he's using up. Xarnax, you're using all your money. Why are you not shooting things with bombs? Alright, he's gonna find a Patra room. He should be able to get through this no problem, as long as it's not ladder blocked. What are we doing? Oh, he's trying to get the shutter door open in the central column. I see. Potato Pony has the Triforce out of level 8. Good job, Potato Pony. He did not pick up the large shield. I don't think he's bothered about that. And there we go. We've got the Triforce for Xarnax, and he's headed into level 7, which is easy because you just up an A and go back to start.
Yeah, unfortunately, you lose all your health, but health's overrated, right?
I mean, you get 3 hearts back. You got a boomstick. You're good. Just up an A. There you go. All right, Potato Pony, meanwhile, is in level 7. Level 7 is... Ow, that was really mean, game. Level 7 is rather large. It looks like a giant dinosaur face.
Potato Pony wouldn't have died if he'd had all his health.
Well, I mean, you're not going to waste time and go to the fairy fountain or walk when you're 1 hour, 1 minute into a race that came down to basically an item being in a really weird location last time.
Yeah, I agree with that.
All right, Xarnax, break out the... he's going to see the shoot room and be like, nope, I'm not going this way. Or not shoot room, the 5-pair room, and leave. Because I think he's already tried bombing in there, maybe? No, was Xarnax in here before? Gosh,
I don't think anybody looked in here.
All right, he's going to go ahead, use the boomstick on the wall. It does not explode. I'm wondering if that blue whiz robe is our transport staircase to get to the rest of the level.
Well, that would certainly mean the boomstick is going to play a part in this seed for sure.
Oh yeah, Xarnax is he's checking all of his bomb walls. We haven't seen anything yet. Potato Pony did find a path to go. Just by, okay, walking the same way. I think that Xarnax is now. But yeah, this is our Wizrobe dungeon. Our first Wizrobe, the second Wizrobe dungeon. Alright. Oh, get out of the Patra! There, oh my gosh, wow.
There it is.
Oh, Xarnax has got the Triforce out of level 7. He made really short work of this. His Potato Pony is going to see the compass. I think he's 1 room above, 2 rooms maybe, where the Triforce is. He just has
really
to live
close.
long enough to get the compass. Yeah, just now walk back down. Alright, Xarnax is on his way into level 9. VS Mix, what are we looking for in level 9?
Well, as a lot of people like to say, a roar and a door, right?
Well, true,
Well, we
but
need
what
silvers
else do
too.
we?
We need
Yeah,
silvers.
we do need those. Those are relatively required.
I mean,
And if we come
they're kind
across
of
a red,
important.
if we come across a red ring, I don't know that we're going to, you know, say no to that. Even with the big shield, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I would pick it up.
All right, Xarnax showing off these really, really clean, well, relatively clean screen scrolls. Waited until I was saying it to kind of botch them up a little bit. Not on purpose. I'm just giving him a hard time. I've known Xarnax for, yeah, a good long time. All right, we have found level 9. Wow, we only have one path to go, but that's because we are entering all the way in that right-hand column, which is kind of like a little 2-room section until you get further up.
And there's Zelda.
All right, game. I mean, that's pretty easy.
Yeah, that's very simple. Nothing wrong with quick Zelda.
All right, we're gonna find the first staircase. Let's see what we've got. Transport. Now, there are a couple of different differing opinions. As Potato Pony is about to enter 9, he's like, I think 1 minute maybe behind Xarnax. Not even.
Yeah, this is definitely anyone's game.
Nice reverse clip there from Xarnax to go through another transport staircase. So there's a couple of different ways that you can look at 9 or look at this type of dungeon in general. Is either you take all the staircases, or I prefer to keep walking until the game gives me no other choice. But it's everybody's, you know, personal preference as we find another transport staircase here in level 9. Now, we still need Ganon, so, you know, taking the staircases might just help us find him.
Yeah, and in Xarnax's with the boomstick, you can pretty much open up any door you want.
Yeah,
So-
we just start shooting holes in the walls. But here's kind of the fun thing to note. There's a really good chance that Ganon will be in Ganon's room and Zelda will be in Zelda's room. As we've seen, the entrance to her room is from the south, since it has the 3 unbombable walls in it. Plus, Triforces and Triforce rooms, all the drops were in the drop rooms, you know, that thing.
Yeah, this has been a very vanilla seed, other than other stuff being mixed up.
Well, I mean, you know, we had some fun bomb dropper issues. That was cool. Alright, we got Alright, Xarnax, you need money to kill the boar. Break out the boomstick. He's down to 2 rupees, and there's very little that is as bad as getting into the Ganon fight and realizing that you have absolutely no money to kill him with.
I've never seen that, but I've heard about it, and that would be awful.
I've lived through it. I think a lot of us have. As Potato Pony is gonna find another transport staircase. Yeah, you don't use up all your money, Xarnax. That's all. He's gonna find a bomb wall here. It's gonna take him to a slightly new section. Ooh. Well, alright, so we're operating under the assumption that Second Quest stairs are off today, because I don't think we've actually seen any of them push. Then it makes sense that he's not bothering with that room. That's going to eliminate a lot of these rooms that you shouldn't have to check anymore. Alright, now being really close to that, he's going to go ahead and use a dropped bomb on the wall. We're going to... That's a great shoot room. Alright, boomstick. Boomstick. There you go, Xarnax. Don't spend the last of your money on the mummies. Hey! Pick that up. Pick that up. Pick up the...
Yeah, pick up the money.
Not the fairy!
Pick the
Pick up
money
the
up.
fiver! There we go. Come on. Alright. Thank you, game, for making sure we don't run out of ammo and can get the shutter door open. Now, the funny part is even with Potato Pony entering 9 as a minute behind Xarnax, they're basically on the same route here.
Yeah, this is very close.
I mean, again, the only real difference, as Potato Pony's going to go ahead and clear this room. We're going to get some money back. Potato Pony is down to 2 bombs. All right.
Maybe he could be working a count. Maybe that's why he's killing these Jills.
Yeah, possibly. I don't think we've seen this room yet. All right. Really good job being patient from Xarnax. He's going to take out the Patra above the Diamond Stair because not only does it get you access to the Diamond Stair, but it gets you access to the room that is above you.
Yeah,
and it's another
Pony was
transport.
working a count there, so that's good. He got some
Okay,
bombs
good.
back.
There we go. That's actually really good news for Potato Pony. This should... Yep, we got the shoot room headed through the key door. He's going to get the bomb drop here, but, you know, you had to have bombs in order to get to them. That's a roar. We found Ganon on Xarnax's side. He's either up or to the right or left. I don't think we've seen either direction. This will tell us, though, a little bit more.
So now all he needs to find is silver arrows.
All right, Ganon, I think, was either to the left or above that room. So we've got a transport staircase here. Xarnax is going to go ahead and take it. He has pretty much the location of Ganon. He's going to go ahead, pop the key door, and walk straight down. But try bombing up. I like this. And then let's see if he decides to just clip back in the staircase or continue. We haven't seen the room there as we got the red ring of Potato Pony's side. Woohoo! Hint! Oh, well, it's the hint we don't need. Actually, it is the hint we need. Never mind!
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, that's a good one. I was like, hold on, didn't we already see that? No, we haven't. So, northeast of Skull, I believe, is what that just said.
Yeah, and again, the book really paying off big.
That's near Ganon. That's why Xarnax is taking the staircase back, is he was in the northeast of Skull. So there's a chance that the item is in the room surrounding Ganon.
That'd be cool. Bomb out of Ganon's room to get silvers.
Don't die! See? That's why Xarnax is good at the big shield. It's because he's facing in the direction of the things that are shooting at him. Alright, we're gonna find out if Ganon was in the room above or the room to the left. Ganon was in the room to the left of that original transport staircase.
And we are in northeast of Skull, so silver's got to be here somewhere.
Well, Potato Pony is meanwhile just kind of heading in that general direction himself, because he's right on the borderline of where northwest turns into northeast.
Yeah, if he stays right here.
Now, this was a transport staircase, I believe. Yeah. Xarnax is no longer going to be taking transport staircases. I would check the rooms above Ganon. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Poke your nose in there, make sure it's not one you need. Potato Pony is actually, I think, in the same room as Xarnax right now. But he only has one bomb.
This is crazy close.
Alright, Xarnax doing good work. He's clearing this room really, really quickly with that boomstick. He's like, I don't care, I'm going through the door now. Potato Pony has got to decide what he's going to do. He's going to take the transport staircase back. Maybe we had some bomb droppers somewhere and didn't realize it. Alright, we're going to check this key door here on Xarnax's side. It's just a dark floored room. Wizrobes have our compass. And this took Potato Pony... It's still the area where he needs to be. He's going to, I think, hear Ganon.
Maybe bomb out of Ganon's room at this point.
Oh no, the bat ate our bomb. What a jerk. Oh, Spiky! Alright, so I don't know that Xarnax is seeing this right side staircase, but he's not very far away. And oh look, that's
oh boy.
Potato Pony.
Oh boy, this race is...
Now, we're about to find out if Potato Pony did in fact hear Ganon.
So it's in the L column.
It's the room directly below Ganon!
Oh my gosh.
Alright guys, here we go. Potato Pony, it's a 0 HP Ganon. He's got the hit. Ganon is down.
Wow, and we know Zelda's just a couple rooms away.
Oh man, and we found Xarnax is headed in that direction kind of now. He found every room. It's the room directly below Ganon. As Potato Pony reaches Zelda and finishes with an official race time GG time of 1 hour, 13 minutes, and 23 seconds.
GG Potato Pony.
Oh man, that was so close the entire time.
Yeah, poor Xarnax knew where everything was except for where the room was.
And since he's doing basically a grid search right now, he's going to be a little sad that he can't bomb into what is going to be the right side staircase that have silvers. Welcome and GG to Potato Pony.
Thank you.
So, Pony, do you want to know what essentially just won that for you?
Yes, please.
You're needing to force a bomb count and leave that
Yeah.
section with all the other bomb walls in it. Because...
Yeah, you know, I passed up a staircase because I was looking, I had stored a bomb and I was looking for something to kill to actually get the bomb, and so I passed up a staircase and that took me right to where the silvers were.
Yeah, that was, I mean, this has been close the entire time. I want to say the only main difference is that Xarnax went ahead. He's now back up at that direction that takes you over towards where he needs to be to get the silvers. But he did stay in level 6 long enough to dig out the boomstick, which gave him a sizable advantage in 7 and 8. But, well, I guess like about a minute. I want to say you entered 9 about a minute after he did.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a very close race. He's gonna... No, he can't go down here.
Oh, the wrong direction.
Can he bomb out? Can he bomb out?
No, we've tried bombing in. Okay, we can bomb left. That might help. He tried bombing in. Okay, just go down here, and then there. That's your silvers. It's your right side stair.
Yeah, down and right, I think. It's on the L column.
Yep, he's just gonna walk past. Because this is, I think, how we saw Potato Pony get into this room, because he was looking... The bat ate the bomb, and then you found the orange wisp rope room, and Xarnax knows. He's already searched the rest of this quadrant. He knows that this is his silver arrows.
Yeah, and so I guess he also got the hints with the book, which is helpful.
Yeah, he knew. He just couldn't find the room, unfortunately.
Alright, guys, Xarnax has now entered the Ganon fight. He's gonna go ahead and make sure he uses his potion. He doesn't know yet that this is a 0 HP Ganon, so he's just gonna get one hit on him.
Yeah, that was very anticlimactic.
It was, you know, it's like you're waiting for this epic fight, and then all of a sudden Ganon just goes poof.
You
Alright.
use a potion to save your health, and then he just takes one hit.
Yep. Well, let's get some GGs in chat for Xarnax, finishing with a race time GG time of 1 hour, 16 minutes, and 13 seconds.
GG's.
Those were two
Wow.
close races.
Very good.
Yeah, you guys have had, this was one heck of a series. It really was. And again, both races could have come down either way. Like,
Yeah.
it's amazing that the fact that you didn't have a bomb, at least in my opinion, is why we're not heading into game 3.
No, I'm sure you're right, because if I had the bombs, I would have taken
Finished searching that, yeah.
And it would have taken me a while to get back there.
Well, we'd already seen it on Xarnax's side. All of the rooms in that all the doors, all the walls, sorry, in that room, they all open. And a couple of them lead to other staircases.
Yeah.
So it was the fact that you already had
crazy.
found, you had also found the staircase that took you over to where you needed to be for Ganon first. So it was kind of like, you know, you had that part of it. Looks like Xarnax is going to be joining us here in just a moment.
Level 9 certainly did level 9 things.
I mean, it really did, but the randomizer did lots of randomizer things, basically. I mean, just like having something say, hey, Xarnax, welcome and GG's.
GG's.
GG's are next.
Ditto.
Uh,
Man.
those are two great races.
You have, yep. I'm telling you, this was.
I can only imagine. I'm guessing. Well, I guess there are a couple ways it could have gone. It wouldn't surprise me, and I kind of felt like Potato was probably about 5 minutes ahead into 9.
No.
Maybe more.
No.
Wow.
So what this came down to, at least in my opinion, is
Well,
Potato Pony found
5.
the
3/4.
No,
No.
you entered. You guys
Or
were
the
pretty
ladder.
much.
The ladder.
Hey, can I words, please? All right. So what this came down to is when Potato Pony got to the room below the diamond staircase with the Patra in it, that all 3 walls opened up a whole section of that quadrant. He only had 1 bomb. There was nothing he could force bombs on, so he went back, and while looking to find something to force a bomb drop off of, he found silvers in the room directly below Ganon. This came down to...
I was wondering.
He didn't have Boomstick. He didn't
When I bought
have
the
a
book,
bomb.
I was like, this is gonna blow up on me.
It was like, I was cheering. I was like, all right, so I don't know if Xarnax is getting this for Boomstick, and then you stayed in 6. And I was like, yay, we're gonna get Boomstick. But this really just came down to, in that one instance, he tried to force the bomb off the bat. It stored the bomb, and then he walks through the room, the key door that leads to the room with the orange wizards. I mean, you guys were like, you're doing separate exploration like the entire time. Xarnax found the sword first, but really in the end, that really didn't hurt a whole heck of a lot because the levels we could get into weren't the levels we needed anyway. So we had to search the overworld going looking for them. And it really just came down to that bomb.
Yeah, well, you know what they say. Sometimes you'd rather be lucky than good, I guess.
I live by that motto.
And people were very happy to see, me included, that you got your big shield out of level 8. Because I was waiting for you to buy it, honestly. I saw you had the money, you were getting close to Boomstick, and I'm like, all right, is he going to buy the...
Second quest for that was not in the cards. But I almost didn't even pick it up, and I don't know that it paid. I don't think I used it at all.
There was a Wizard room in 9, really close to the beginning, where you were trying to get through a bomb wall at the top that you blocked a couple of shots from orange wizards because they had you cornered. Because I remember saying that's exactly why I don't pick it up, is because I don't ever remember to face in the direction of the wizard beam. Because I'm just like, I get shot anyway. But seriously, this is an amazing series. Like, both of these races were incredibly close. So GG's to you both.
Yeah, GG's both of you. That was really good.
Thanks. What I was gonna say. I had something. It'll come back.
Okay.
I was pretty worried when I felt like it took me forever to find the sword in the beginning, and I kept getting hit by Lionels. I was like, this is really not a great start. But then, getting the ladder out of 4, I think after I died like twice on the screen where level 4 was, I felt like finally started getting me in the right direction.
Yes, I felt great when I found the sword, because I found it within 4 or 5 minutes, I think.
Yeah, it was pretty early on.
It was really early, but then I felt way behind when I found 4, because that was one of my last clears on the overworld. But, besides, so talking about forcing bombs, changing the direction of the race, I was up in Death Mountain, the push block area where you get the letter in second quest.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I had 1 bomb left. And, the screen to the right of that, I had 1 bomb left, and I had just lost my force. I had just gotten hit when I had like an 8 count. So I just decided to use my bomb. The next screen had 6 orange moblins. None of them gave me a bomb, and I abandoned that until the very last check. So I got my recorder like 45, 50 minutes in.
You still had it before Potato Pony.
Wow.
Just because of where 5 was. It was, buried all the way in the top quarter, and there's so much else that you guys had to check that we're just going, all right, so at this point we'd already seen Xarnax check most of the power bracelet spots, and you bombed this, like, you both cleared East Death Mountain for the most part.
Both got the raft.
You both got the raft. We saw the raft checks, and we're just going, all right, so it's got to be Death Mountain, because there's nothing else it could be that we can't. We have to be able to get to the recorder because it's blocking, our remaining level, and that was before we'd actually found level 1. So
Yeah, level one
we
was
didn't
up
know
there
about
too, I
level.
think.
Yeah, level 1 was pretty close to it, and we didn't find it until Potato Pony was finishing bombing because he kind of went the opposite direction as you did, Xarnax. So you found 5 first, and it was like you guys just kind of switched. You kind of switched spots there. But it was seriously, that was a great race.
Xarnax, I feel like you were doubly unlucky there because that level 5 in the northwest there is like surrounded by bomb shops on either side, but you needed a bomb to.
Right, exactly. Yep. It was. I noticed that too when I finally got back up there. But yeah, that's what I was gonna say that I forgot to say. I was gonna say earlier is, I mean, if you watch all my races back in this whole tournament, and really, this entire season, every tournament I'm in. I am just a master at doing things in the wrong order.
Well, maybe next year will be the year it all clicks.
I mean, we're going on like 7 years of perfecting this.
Did you break a mirror at some point?
No.
Darn, because I was going to say, maybe it's the 7 years of bad luck and they're about to wear off.
I just think it means you need to start playing the game with the controller upside down.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
No.
It might help if I played outside of tournaments.
Maybe a little bit.
A little bit.
Occasionally.
Oh man, that was the other huge thing that made me feel so far behind. It wasn't until I got my the last two levels I did were 8 and then 7, and it wasn't until I got the Triforce in 8 that it clicked. I don't need to clear rooms to look for the Triforce. They've all been in the vanilla Triforce room.
Yeah,
so
there was some comment in chat about stuff like that.
I cleared every single dungeon, like every room in almost every dungeon, looking for Triforce.
I mean, it did get you 12 keys. I mean,
Yeah,
you really, like, I was surprised. I'm going, I don't know if he goes in and he picks up the any key when he finds it.
I was wondering, I was debating that too. If I had found the Triforce first in 8, I would have left for sure.
How far past the Triforce was the wand in 6?
The very last room.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
I was like, all right,
scary.
is he gonna stay? Because you had cleared everything up top, and I'm like, all right, he's at least looking for it. And then you just walked right past the Triforce, and I was like, yeah, we're gonna get Boomstick. And it really did work out in 7 and 8 because it made the clears a lot faster. You guys were near simultaneous Triforce pickups in 8, and then you went into 7, and Xarnax just got to the Triforce in 7 faster.
Yeah.
So that got him about a 1 minute head start in 9, and then 9 was 9.
8 I saw all of, and 7 I think I died to the Wizrobes once before sneaking past them, and it would have been a lot nicer with the Boomstick.
Yeah, there was a death to a floor trap one room in. I think,
yeah.
because you were trying to bomb the wall, and it was just like, no. The floor trap's like, nah, you're not going that way, because you had walked in with, I think, less than 2 hearts, or like 2 hearts, and the floor trap just took you out.
That sounds about right.
I mean, you weren't very far from start. The death reset your health, so that part was good. But yeah, so Potato Pony, who are you going on to face?
I think I'm facing Chest Jerk.
Yep. I'm
Turn him over anyway.
I'm really familiar with that feeling there, Potato Pony.
Oh, he's a great guy. If you're gonna lose to somebody, I could think of worse.
Hey, you know what? My race this week against RE, I was 8 minutes behind. I am thrilled with that result. Like,
yeah, that's pretty
8
awesome.
minutes. That's shoom. But yeah, so trust me, I understand that feeling. But hey, you know what? The randomizer's the randomizer, and you've been playing exceptionally well. So there's always a chance.
I figure maybe if I dare Chester that he's only allowed to rescue Zelda with 16 hearts, that maybe I can.
Enact the Valentine's Day rules, basically.
Only for him, though.
Nice. All right, Xarnax. Unfortunately, this does mean that this year's tournament has come to an end for you. But, I mean, these have been some amazing games, like, all over the place. We've just had so many runners just come out of the woodwork and do such a great job. It's been a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, nicely done, Xarnax. Thanks for participating. You're fun to watch.
Thanks. Yeah, it's always fun. And I'm glad. I think I only had one race where I think where I didn't even have a chance to win. Like, I wasn't even in 9 before they finished. Almost all of my other races, I was really happy with how close they were.
Yeah. See, I mean, that's yeah. It's been amazing. It's been a great time, and I mean, this one was so much fun to watch. It was, and I was cheering when you picked up Boomstick. I was like, I don't think he's gonna get it. I mean, why would he get it? But then I was going, hints in 9. That's why he would get the book.
I was cheering when you picked up Big Shield.
Yeah, those hints in 9, that all could have paid off big time too, if the path to the silvers weren't so convoluted.
Well, if the silvers hadn't
From where
been,
I was.
yeah, if they hadn't have been in that right side staircase, there's a chance that wall bomb's open.
Yeah.
So like, there's so many,
right.
so many things that could have just been slightly different in this one, and it was a lot of fun. It could have been recorder to unbeaten new instead of recorder to vanilla beaten, or no, vanilla unbeaten.
Right.
No, in the end,
only, with a minute left, that I also realized that like second quest staircases were not on. I think all the staircases were first quest.
Yeah,
Man.
I was. Yep.
There are so many different combinations of those flags and how it affects things. I just always push everything just to make sure.
Me too.
But all right, guys, thank you very much for an amazing race. We do have coming up at 7 p.m. Eastern on SpeedGaming 3. We have the game 1 between Jasandi 8 and Bakuda. Following that, at 10 p.m. Eastern on SpeedGaming Prime, we have Mako71 versus BBQ.gov. That is game 2 of 3, so it is a potential elimination game. I'll go ahead and thank Malkier for doing our tracking here in the background, aka the artist formerly known as Dark Falls. It's always nice when he gets to work a race with us. And a big thanks to BSMix77 for jumping in and doing comms.
Yeah, thank you both for having me.
Oh yeah, this is definitely a great time, but we'll see you guys later. Everybody have a great afternoon.
GG's.
Tato, win the whole thing.